all well for yourselves. We're going to do a little bit of scroll sawing. We're going to do a little bit of wood carving. So new things. We will start with this one here. Something new. My new mask. And let's go through why we've got it and what's the benefit. Right, so I'm just trying to check everything is working okay as well. Yeah, so we had this new mask, and basically the reason we've got this new mask, the main reason is that I initially got it. My friend now, Ross, he was doing stuff on dust masks and things like this down in his workshop, and the reason we've got this new mask, yeah, that's all working fine. I can hear myself. Yeah, so he did like a bit of a course on how to do different things with the dust masks, checking if they're working properly. This system, it's actually got two little buttons here that you press, and those press ones, you check those, and if they're working fine, then you can't breathe. The mask sort of sucks to your face. But one of the main parts with it is that I wanted more protection for my eyes. I was finding as I scroll sawing, a lot of dust collects in and around my eyes. So I thought perhaps having the full face mask over your eyes as well as your nose and mouth, I thought, yeah, perhaps that's a good idea now. So that's why I've got a new mask, and so far it's been brilliant. It is protecting my eyes better, and it is filtering out the dust really effectively, so really pleased with it. There's another new thing, but instead of talking too much at the start, I'm going to get straight into doing some scroll sawing, and I will share the other new thing with you later on. Just to show what we're working on, we've got a little snowman that we're going to cut out. We're going to cut out two. We've got a piece of Iroko and a piece of oak, so 2 layers, start cutting these two, and then we've got a robin on the other side. So we're going to stack cut those. So that's some of the things that we are working on now. I can see a few have joined us. Thanks for joining us. No comments yet. If you could say a hello, that would be brilliant if you could, just so I know that the comments are working fine. And any questions and any thoughts as we go along, let us know. It's always great to hear from you, and it's nice to be back in the workshop. Takes a little bit longer as well to get this mask on, so bear with me. There we go, all sorted. Ready to go. Brilliant. A midnight scroller. Hello there. That sounds a familiar name. Hope all is well. Thanks for joining us. Good morning as well from New Zealand. Brilliant. That would make me feel so claustrophobic. Yeah, not for everyone. As I said, I've used a visor for a long time, which has done a good job. But for myself personally, I do think I do think that the dust filter that we're getting from the I'll just check as well. My phone has stopped. Have we lost anything? No, we're still live. It's just my telephone. Yeah, the filter that I get from this one, it is superior to the visor. And I know a lot of people as well use dust extractors, that sort of thing on it. I've just always been used to using a mask instead. We have to use the mask because we're using hardwoods and we're in the dust so much. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it and it's doing a good job so far. And on that note, we'll carry on cutting out. Any other thoughts as well? Let us know as we continue cutting out. Hello Mark, hope all is well. Yeah, great to hear from you. Good to be back in the workshop. I mentioned we got another little announcement of something new, and that is the fact that I bought another scroll saw. So yeah. Any thoughts? What sort of scroll saw do you think we might have bought? Comments below. And I bought it for a very specific reason. So yeah, share your thoughts. What do you think we bought? And we'll let you know as we go along. Let's have a little look. Hello from Mexico. Hola. Hola. Y bienvenido a nuestra taller. Sí, yo corta todo de estas cosas. Y mire, la madera, este es un poco de roble. Y este es, no sé, teca de África. Se llama Iroko, pero no sé en español. Is that a new mask? I'm gonna guess another Hegner. Yes and yes. You know us well. Yeah, we're pretty loyal when it comes to our Hegner scroll saws. What's actually happened? We had a nice time on our summer holidays, but you come back and you think, it would have been nice if I could have done a little bit of scroll sawing when I was out there. No, I just think it's in the blood, and that's that. I enjoy my scroll sawing, so I thought, right, I'm gonna have a little look, see if I can set up while I'm on holiday, because we're out there for good few weeks. So you start thinking, right, well, what could we have a look at? So I went on eBay, because I'm going to get a few bits of equipment. It'll probably end up as a video showing you how I'm going to set up in Spain. And I put in Hegner, and what came up somebody up in Pontypool. They were selling, so here in South Wales, they were selling Multicut 1, which is just behind the camera here. And it was a good price, and it looked a good machine, limited use, so it looked to be in good condition. And I thought, great, we're going for that. So we put in the bids, and we won the bids, and we had to go up to Pontyclean where they were working, and we've got the scroll saw for them. Oh, hello Gabby, hope all is well. Thanks for joining us, hope you've had a good summer. So yeah, we bought another Hegner. Now it's interesting, it's an older Multicut 1. I'll try and get it on the camera later, and it hasn't got a quick release. Yeah, so it hasn't got a quick release like that one there. So I looked at it and thought, well, that's not going to do, because you constantly have it to tighten and loosen on the back. But I found an accessory, and I'll probably do a video on that as well, that Hegner do, where this clamp here is actually attached to the back tension, so you can actually do the same thing. It's just it's sort of backwards compatible. Clever bit of engineering again, where that you can put it on the older machines and you can use it to do your pierce work. So yeah, a little bit of expense in terms of buying that to get it to be its best that we can use it, but it'll be coming on holiday with me out to Spain. And the mask, it's basically giving me more protection for the eyes, less dust getting in my eyes, and it's also a big step up. It's got these press to check. You press them down to check it and make sure, if you can't breathe basically, then you know that the mask is working properly, which sounds ridiculous. It's only when you press those down. If somebody comes up behind you and presses them, yeah, you literally can't breathe. But that's how it works. You can check it to see that the filters are working correctly by just pressing these both down at the same time, and the mask sort of sucks to your face. So it's, clever bit of kit. Not too expensive either. The mask itself only cost me £50, which is pretty good. That seems to have cut at a little bit of an angle there, so we could do a check in this scroll saw to see if it is still square. So that doesn't look quite right to me. Let's check if that blade is square. Sometimes it happens where the table gets knocked. One thing worth noting with the Hegners, where's my let's have a quick check. I know it shouldn't be on 0, I'm not sure, that might have just been nudged. It'll be alright, I can sort it out afterwards. Bear with me 2 seconds, I'm going to grab a set square. Okay, so we've got a set square and we're just going to check that one. We've got to make sure it's cut in square. It may just be that we need a little bit of a blade change. Okay, so according to the set square, yeah, it's just been, at some stage, that table has been knocked just a fraction. Makes life a lot easier if we're cutting square. So, yeah, it looks okay there. But on this side, no, it is square. Let's change the blade then. It's either user error in terms of pushing too much on the one side, or that blade is just starting to shape. I'm afraid it's the scroll sawer. There we are, my fault. I must be pushing a bit too much on the one side. Must have been cutting slightly at an angle. But that's alright, I can sort that out, no problem at all on the belt sander. Something like that happens, yeah, you can just take a little bit off to the one side on the belt sander, so we can square that back up afterwards. So there we are, that's our first little cut. Let's get straight on to the snowman and cut him all out. Basically today, that's what we're doing, is a little bit of sort of prep for our Christmas decorations, that sort of thing. Oh, my mobile data is really struggling today. I'm not getting through all the messages. You're gonna have to keep on refreshing it. Right, well, let's get in. As always, we do that pierce work first of all, and then we go on to cutting the surround of the item. Yeah, spot on that. We always have to start our preparation early. To be honest with you, we're making Christmas themed things all year round. They're so popular, the Christmas items that we make, so we're always trying to keep up with the interest that we get when people are coming in the workshop, as well as the spoons. You'll see the different things that we got marked out at the moment. We've got some different Christmas decorations like those. We've got some placemats. Always find anything pet themed, cat themed, dog themed, always popular. And then of course it's the different love spoons that we're working on as well. So keeping up with across the board, the different demand that we have. Hello there. No foot pedal? No, never use one, never, no, not something, you know, because you're basically something that always done the scroll saw in a certain way, so I don't use variable speed, don't use a foot pedal, does the job, and yeah, foot pedals, useful bit of kit, as is things, you know, there's all sorts of different bits and pieces you can get, but nah. Foot pedal, never work with one, just use the switch on the side, turn it on and off, and away you go. Time to change the blade. There we are, it's done a job. And we'll see as well, this will be interesting now, just to see if that was just cutting slightly at an angle. Obviously a blade that we've been using for a little while. And because we're stack cutting, it does, because of the thickness that we're cutting, you are going to have the blades just breaking a little bit more frequently. Right, so the one we're working with is the Niqua Speed number 9 reverse tooth blade, and I've also recently been working with the Niqua Pebeco number 9 reverse tooth blade. Find that it's a good blade, does a good job. I've always thought that it would be worth me using a foot pedal, as my legs don't. Really work well. Yeah, it's one of those things that, yeah, some people use them, some people don't. It's not something I'm really worried about myself, but yeah, they do a good job. Worth checking out if you get the opportunity, but no, I've never invested in one myself. We just tend to have always kept things simple. It's the same with the variable speed. I can see the benefit with both things, the foot pedal and the variable speed, of investing in it, but no, we've never really gone the route of spending the extra on those things. We've kept it simple, and it's done the job. Yeah, I'm going to finish that off. What I'm going to do, instead of trying to feather the edge on the outside there, what I'm going to do, just to finish it off, I'm going to put that on the belt sander. So we do that with all of those. So you can see, simple little projects which we will turn into candle holders. Let's have a little look. Where is my pre-cut? Yeah, so there you go. We've got that one there, pre-cut out, ready for us to stick Oh, it needs a bit of thinning down, that one as well. So we'll just take that down, probably on the bandsaw initially, just take about, I don't know, what would you say altogether, about 1 centimetre, half a centimetre on both sides, just take it in a little bit so it'll match up like so. Well, the other alternative, yeah, that'd work. That's the other thing we can do. That'd work nicely, is just to put that on top. Yeah, that'd be better. Because you can't just see the feet. And the other thing, my wife, she prefers me to turn them around that way and then put the candle behind the bird and carve it on that side. But that's what I'll do as well. I'll show you the carving in a minute of how we go about carving those things. Right, to finish off on the scroll saw, can only be used. Let's have a look. What have I missed here? Don't scrimp on your blades. Can only be used with no loads. What's that now? Have I missed something there? Yeah, no, we're always using different blades and try and see what works best. You know, over the years we've tried all sorts of ones, but we tend to come back to that Nikwa Speed does a good job, and it's always worked well for us. Right, so this time we're stack cutting 3 layers, so we're cutting, I don't know, probably about 1.25 inches, something like that. We don't have to worry about it in terms of its teak, the top layer that we're cutting there, so that'll be lubricating the blade. So that makes the cutting a little bit easier for the saw. So we'll demonstrate cutting out these bells, how you can cut out simple decorations, and again we'll demonstrate how you carve them. Hello there, DW Denny, thanks for joining us. Hope all is well. so what I would normally do at this stage, after we cut out the basic profile of the belt, I'd normally use the bandsaw to cut that outline, and then afterwards I'd use the belt sander, the side attachment, the disc sander, just to finish it off. But for the sake of this, so you can see how I cut the 3 items out at the same time, I'll cut the surround on the scroll saw. Let's have a look. Have we missed something? Hello, people. Right, a foot pedal only works if the main switch comes on regardless of power interruptions as per the Excalibur models. Your nice saw has reminded me that I need to replace the knob I had on my. Mine broke yesterday. Ah, there we are. Yeah, get it sorted. Without it, I have to tighten up the upper blade clamp with the hex key. Yeah, not fun. I know, this is what I've been looking through. Hello as well, Frank. I've been looking through at the moment on the new one. I've got, I'll show you a pic. What I'll do is I'll get the camera on it in a minute. So yeah, we've got the new one. It hasn't, didn't come with a quick release clamp, and it's irritating, and it'll be interesting for everyone to see. If you haven't seen the old style, it must have been a bit more frustrating back in the day doing the scroll sawing, where you haven't got that lever there, because you're constantly having to adjust at the back the tension. Quite frustrating, I would find. Toolless is good. If I ever lose the hex key, I'm in trouble. Yeah, spot on. You can get from Hegner. They're back on their website now. They're selling the quick release ones. I've actually got this. Somebody gave this to me, but interestingly, it damages the blades because there's a little piece that goes on the top that's basically sheared off, and I can't find a clamp that's the right size to fit it. So that one's a bit useless for me at the moment unless I can sort it out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can, with the Hegner, because the switch is just in under here, I'm pretty sure that you can get a foot pedal for it. It's just myself, I've never really seen the need. So you can wire a foot pedal into that switch so that you can sort of sort that out yourself. Because the other thing that tends to happen on the Hegners, it's happened on both of my Hegner Multicut 2S's, is the capacitor has blown on both of them. Possibly, it's just the amount that we use it, and we've had to replace both. So you can just wire that in to the saw. But yeah, foot pedal can be really useful. But I personally, I'm quite happy just flicking the switch on and off, and just using the quick release, and away you go. Right, let's cut the surrounds, and then we do a bit of wood carving for you all to see as well, and I'll share with you the new scroll saw. So there we are. We'll show you that as well. When it gets stuck together, so we cut out the 3 layers, and sometimes, because I use super glue, they can get stuck together. So I'll show you over on the bench how we separate them all. Again, that just needs a little bit of work on the sander. So let's turn the saw around so you can see the other saw, and we'll go from there. Right, so bear with me as I turn this camera around. And the new scroll saw is just for there. There we are. So, if you have, let's see, is that in focus? Let's focus up there a second. I'll tell you what it is, it's on manual focus. So I'm trying to focus the thing and it's not going to focus because it's on manual focus. Right, so if you look at the back of the saw, so I'm looking just over here. What you've got, we put a quick release in it. We've got a blade holder in there. No, we haven't. What have I done with the blade holder? Here it is. Right, so at the moment, what happens is that you just, if we're going to just feed that into there, like so, what happens? We got the tension. We've got that one there to, let's have a look. Loosen that off a bit more. Fit that in. There we are. It's a little bit more fiddly than the other machine. No, you're not going to go in, Ian.
You're trying to get the blade in, is it there?
Yeah, it's. I tell you what it is.
It needs roughing up, I think, inside.
No, it's the. It keeps pushing the blade forward. Yeah, it keeps popping the blade out. So this is something that we're going to have to look at. Needs sorting out. I think we may need a new quick release, to be honest with you. This is an older quick release. I'm imagining we probably bought a new quick release. There we are. It's gone that time, and now it's going to push it forward. Yeah. So that's no good.
We got another quick release there somewhere.
Yeah, we've got one on the other machine. But just for now, I'll show you. There we are. It's held it that time. That's probably why. This is an old quick release. That's probably why we stopped using it. It keeps pushing the blade forward. But the only way that you can adjust the tension on this machine is on this at the back. So the only way you can tighten it up is, and so that's the old Hegner Multicut 1. So you've got to keep adjusting that until you're happy with the amount of tension on it. But you're gonna have to do that every single time. So what they've got now, they've changed it. So there's a lever on the back of there. So once you've got your tension right, you tighten it up or you loosen it, and you can adjust the tension just like so. I wonder if that as well is the reason that one keeps spitting out. It could be, yeah, because that, no, it doesn't want to do it. Let's just see. Yeah, it wants to pull out. So we'll have to get a new quick release. So to sort this machine out, what we're going to have to get is a new quick release clamp and a new quick release tension bar here. And once we've done those two things, it'll be ready for use. But yeah, looks a decent machine. Hopefully it'll do a good job. I'm going to go across onto the bench now, and I'm going to do some carving on the different pieces that we made. Bear with me while we change it over. Right, on that one there, and there's my... Where's the other items that we're working on? Here they are. 1 and 2. Right. I'm just going to change the microphone over as well, so you can hear me okay. We're going to go to... I think we lost one. Could you do us a favour? Can you bring that camera next to this one? So we should have at least one camera working.
What do you want to do? Turn it around, is it?
No, I'll just bring it over because for some reason the sound is not working. So.
Where do you want to?
There we are. Hopefully now we've got the sound back. Sorry about that.
Is that alright?
Hello, Hoshi. So let's check. HDMI 2. Right, so I think that should be okay now. Okay, so we're going to show you how. Hopefully now we've got the sound back. Sorry about that. Hello, Hoshi. Let's check. Let's have a look here. Yeah. Right, so I think that should be okay now. I think what it is, the audio output's not working on that one. Right. Okay, so the way we do it, see, just using the chisel, boom, just like so. So it's just where you've got a little bit of extra. I think what it is, the audio output's not working on that one. And I'm going to turn my sound, apologies for that, you've got that in the background. So hopefully that has solved the sound problem. Let me know if it's all working fine, and yeah, we'll continue. So that you can see is how we separate those. Same principle for when we're working with these. It's just where you get a little bit of extra glue. It's because I use glue to stick the layers together. So we're just going to separate those out, just like so. Try again. Boom, there's one layer separated, just a little shaving, that's no problem. We can sort that out afterwards. Same with this one, boom, just like so. There we are. Yeah, hope all is good, Hoshi, thanks for joining us. Yeah, hope you've had a good summer. We're back in the workshop, we're doing a little bit. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Right, let's start off with the snowman. So the snowman, simple little carving. And this is what we do, see, for anybody who hasn't seen what we do before, if you're new to our channel, what we do is we start off mainly on the scroll saw and using the different machines, get your different levels, that sort of thing. And then afterwards, we use our hand carving chisels and gouges to give more depth and detail to what we're cutting out. So we use the two things together. I don't know what's happened with that camera, but levels. Yeah, that's all we're looking for. So we got Frank there saying my saw is a 1984 Craftsman. It's also got the knob for tension. I'll have to research if there is a quick tension lever available. Yeah, well, there we are. Well, in the next few weeks, hopefully, I'm going to order, and my plan is to order that quick release tension one, and I'll show you how we make that alteration on the machine. And you can have a little look then, and if there's something, because it's something they've sort of engineered and made then backwards compatible to attach to the older machines. So as they sort of realised, if you're doing a lot of pierce work, you know, you need that sort of quick release tension bar. They came up with a design that was backwards compatible that you can add to the saw. So you have to have a little look. There may be something around that is suitable, or something like the one for the Hegner might be, you know, it might also be adaptable for your scroll saw. Saves a lot of time. Hello, sir.
It's just the charger won't go.
The charger won't go. Watch my tripod. We'll have a look now. When we finish the live stream, Sammy, we'll find out what's happening, okay? I think it's usually because... Did you try all the different chargers, and did you try them in that way and that way as well? Don't do that. Did you try that?
Video, or is that off?
No, that's on. Look, that's on YouTube. See, Sammy? See, they can all see us. There we are. Did you have a good day in school?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been learning wood carving, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just Dad.
Yeah.
Where's your charger?
Where's my charger? Probably back next door, probably.
Yeah, but which charger would you took?
The one with the black plug.
Can I see?
We'll show it to you in a minute. when we finish. Look, can you see? What do you think we're carving, Sammy? Come and see. And have you said hello to everyone?
Christmas. No.
Not a Christmas? Oh, what? It is Christmas related.
It's a snowman.
It's a snowman. Are you going to say hello to everyone as well?
It's just the charger won't work. I've tried it both ways.
I know, but you can still say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Good boy. There we are. Sammy says hello. You've been back in school a week now. And he played his first game of rugby on the weekend, didn't you? Didn't you? You played your first game of rugby yesterday. He played his first game.
How much does that take?
Oh, it takes a while to do. But it's good fun to do it. Watch your head so people can see. There we are. And Sammy is you're the next generation, aren't you, Sammy? And he knows how to do his wood carving already. What do we make sure? Where are our hands? Where do we put our hands when we're carving, Sammy? Oh, you gosh. You've forgotten?
Isn't it like this?
You know where, that's it. He's off camera and he's got both hands behind the blade. And where are you cutting? Away from yourself, isn't it? Here we are.
Wait, what?
Watch out. Got your head in the way again. Here we are.
Oh, there we are.
Any progress?
Yeah, sort of done.
What was it?
What I did, there was a replacement one here.
Frank says hello as well, Sammy.
What?
Frank said hello. Because you said hello to everyone, see?
So I took that out.
Yeah.
I took the replacement one out there.
Right.
Why did you put a new scroll saw?
So what do you think? Do you think it's
We're not working on
It's just one of those things to do. It's just,
It's probably why we stopped using that quick release clamp, isn't it?
I don't know.
No.
No idea.
There we are. We'll have to check it all
Anyway,
over.
that one seems to be working better.
Mark says hello as well, Sammy. And he says he hopes you're enjoying school. Do you enjoy school, Sammy?
But Mark.
Hey?
Mark,
yeah, Mark's in Llanelli down the road. He wants to know if you enjoy school. You enjoying school?
Yeah, I know.
It's alright, isn't it, Sammy?
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah. Why did you buy a new scroll saw?
Why do we buy a new scroll saw, Sammy's asking? Well, we bought that so when we're on our holidays, when you and your brother are enjoying, because you go down to the Plather, don't you, on your bikes? And you go with Mum and you're enjoying the parties. Well, Dad can do that for a couple of days, but it goes on for quite a while. So I like to do a bit of scroll sawing.
What, are you taking that to spin?
So he's coming on holiday with us.
Yeah.
We're going to put that in your bag. You're going to carry that through the airport for me? What do you think?
I don't know if I can even lift it.
You don't know if you can lift it?
Oh, it's so heavy.
Too heavy?
It's heavy.
Oh, we'll have to find another way to get it out there then. But it's coming on our holidays next year.
Yeah.
There you go.
What,
On
do you
tour.
need it on holiday?
We'll be on tour with the scroll saw.
But are we taking it back?
Well, once we got it over there, see, then we can use it. Because we got the wood ready. So what wood have we got in Spain? Do you remember? We got the Sabina, which is like the juniper.
Oak?
We got some oak, yeah we are. And then we got some walnuts. So we got some lovely timber out there to use. Don't move that. Haven't we? We got some lovely stuff to use.
And
Yeah.
when the coach comes,
Right.
I wonder if you heard a door open, it might be me because if the charger doesn't work, okay?
Okay,
How long?
but remember now, we won't be long. We're just going to do a little bit of carving just to show everybody how we add an extra element to our scroll sawing, see? And so, but if it doesn't work, try it, check that it's all, check it's not loose or anything like that.
It's not loose.
We'll have to tell everyone, what have we been playing on the tablet?
Well, it's Monkey City.
Monkey City.
And we beaten the submarine. It was nearly impossible.
That's
because
right.
from the green lights, it's nearly the strongest slave, aka BTD5.
That's
but
it.
doesn't cost money. But the proper BTD5 costs money.
You've got to pay for it,
But
have you?
there's BTD6 and BTD1
There we are. So
Let's
go and,
definitely be D6.
there we are. We'll go and try that. And
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna stay here.
Okie dokie. We can carry on chatting. What do you think of my snowman so far?
So far, we've beaten these stars, right, guys?
Yeah,
So we've beaten the boomerang that my brother hasn't beaten yet.
That's
and
right.
the submarine.
hello James. Thanks for joining us. We're just finishing off with some carving. Sammy's here as well, so we got Sammy.
Hello, James.
That's it, good man. There we are. Sammy says hello. You've got to tell everybody what things have you carved, because everyone will be interested to know what things you've carved before.
Well, I've carved oak.
You carved some oak, but what different things have you carved? What did you carve the other day when you came back from holiday? You carved.
And Dad did this minion.
Oh, we did a minion, didn't we? Yeah, we did a minion. But you carved the Lovespoon, didn't you, the other day? You remember?
Yeah, and
Because when you came back, you said, I want to carve a Lovespoon, and I said, that's great.
this looks so hard.
I'm going to do this upside down so everybody can see it more easily.
And what we've been doing on Monkey City is we've been doing Monkey City. So the boomerang level, it took a long time to beat.
That's right.
And the submarine,
Took us a long time to beat, didn't
my
it? That
brother,
one? He still hasn't beaten it yet, has he?
yes.
But we've got to help him.
I've tried beating the green one, it's nearly impossible.
That's right. Okay, so we put a little smile on it there, like so.
And
There we are.
how about does it melt?
We hope it doesn't melt. No, it shouldn't melt because it's in Iroko. So that'll be alright. That's a timber from Africa, so it should be fine. It should be, that snowman can handle the heat. He's a wooden snowman from Africa, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Okay.
He's all the way,
So-
our snowman is all the way from West Africa.
Well, from that country, it's hot.
That's right, normally hot, isn't it, in West Africa? There we are. So,
But
watch your fingers, we'll loosen that off.
had a lot of days with like sun and stuff, haven't we?
We've had some nice weather, haven't we? We were
when
lucky in
went
Spain.
on holiday, but we nearly missed our flights.
We did nearly miss our flight, yes.
Some people thought they missed their flight.
Some people did miss their flight, yes.
Because this stupid man. Whose is this? Whose is this? Whose is this? Whose is this?
That's right. Yeah. I know.
Whose is this? Whose is this? Whose is this?
Yeah. One in the airport, wasn't it? Going slow.
Gail, he'll miss her flight.
I'm sure that the Lovespoon is awesome. Please keep it safe. Yeah, no, absolutely. Sammy's done some lovely carving. What did you carve as well? Do you remember what you carved? Watch your back, because you can't see. And watch your fingers. What did you carve as well? Do you remember after we went to the Tank Museum? Do you remember you and your brother designed and then you carved a tank and an aeroplane? There you go. That's our little snowman. Where have I left the little... there's a little piece that I've left. Well, I showed it earlier, so you can see that'll sit just on top of our base. And then we'll have the candle there, so we can light up our little snowman. So there we are. That's the first little carving. Right, watch out again so everyone can see. So the next one that we're going to carve, Sammy...
Monkey City ball fits very hard to beat them up, but there's a green one. You think, oh, they've already beaten it, but it's 3 rounds and ball.
Yeah.
You have to take like 10
We haven't beaten the third round.
The more,
That's right. So we haven't beaten that third round yet, have we?
yeah, because we've really researched how to beat the moa.
Yeah.
And I really want to research how to beat that broken buccaneer.
There we are. Well, we'll have to go next and see how that's done. Right, so we're on to our robin. I like carving the robin. You used to be in robin class, didn't you, in school? But now you're in barn owl class, that's right, isn't it?
And then year 2, yeah?
You're in barn owl class, so you've moved up.
And then year 2.
In year 2 now, so it's your 2nd year in barn owl class. If you're wondering as well why I'm moving about, is because I got Sammy, who's playing Monkey City, doing monkeying about, using me like a climbing frame, aren't you? Eh? You're using Dad's leg like a climbing frame there.
Yeah.
The minion's cool. Yeah, we like a minion. Which other ones do you like, Sammy? Do you want to show any others? We've done an evil minion. Do you remember we did the evil minion?
Oh, I remember that.
With the big hair. So we've done an evil minion as well. And we've done Puss in Boots. Oh, you're bringing Puss in Boots here.
And Pikachu.
Pikachu and Puss in Boots. There's Puss in Boots. There you go. And there's Pikachu. And today somebody was trying to buy Pikachu, but we can't sell them because it's copyright. Because it's the property of the copyright holder. You can make them for your own entertainment as a bit of fun. And we've demonstrated a few different ones. So you can do that for your own fun, but yeah, you can't sell them. So don't fall foul of all the copyright law and that sort of thing. Got to be careful because you're dealing with big companies.
I really like this.
Ah, Yosemite Sam. Ready to do some gunslinging? Ah, thank you. Thank you, Hoshi. Yeah, so we made all sorts. I like cartoon carving. It's great fun to do. Well, that one there, that's an unusual piece of timber that Sammy's just brought over, and it's not a sword. It's a little letter opener that Gramps made probably about 40 years ago. It's a special wood, that one. That's where we keep it, Sammy. It's called lignum vitae. And if any of you have ever worked in lignum, you'll know it's hard stuff. What's that? No, that's like a horse and cart. But I tell you what's happening. People have dropped my horse lots and lots of time and snapped the legs off, and I've stuck them back on a number of times. And there's the cart. There's the horse and cart. Right, put them back. Put them back.
No.
Have you beaten the Buccaneers? Have you beaten the submarine? Put them all back on the shelf for me.
I haven't played it yet.
No, right. We'll have to have a look with you together.
I've been on YouTube. Yes, but I'm
Here we are.
zero. It's going to be unfair.
Right, so you can see what we're doing with our robin carving. We just shape it first of all.
Yeah, but I'm not giving you a
Shape it just like so. We shape it all round
That needs to
just like so. Turn it round in the vise
Oh.
and then shape it back the other way.
Is this from the horse?
Have you found a leg on its own?
I think.
If you found a leg, that's why somebody snapped the leg off again.
It has super.
It's because when we have groups in, they like to see. Oh, it's
Yeah.
no, it's one of those things
Does
where
this go on the back?
they haven't done anything like that. Ah, you found the leg. Yeah, they haven't carved anything like that yet, Frank. But I make it for them. It's a bit of entertainment for them. They like all the different cartoon characters. So good bit of fun. Which type of wood are you currently working on? Iroko, West African timber. So it's the African. They sometimes refer to it as African teak and things like that. So depending on how it's been cut. If it's cut radially, it can be more splintery. If it's cut tangentially, it tends to cut better. So it's not as good when it comes to the wood carving as teak, but it's a nice enough timber to work in. A lot of people always say about when they used to work with it and they put it through the planers and stuff like that, you'd end up with a nosebleed. They find it quite an irritant to nose and throat to dust. Myself, I never really had too much trouble with it. Dad, neither, ourselves, and where it comes in from. Sometimes sort of window frames, door frames, you get it where like science desks, science benches and things like that from schools. You can always tell when it comes in from those jobs because it'll be covered with chewing gum on the bottom. But yeah, it was used a lot. It was used basically as a replacement for teak in the UK a lot, and we use it when it comes in. Perfectly nice timber to work in, carves well, cuts well. But that's the only thing you've got to be a little bit careful of is the dust. It's the same with a lot of the timbers. Right, let's just go over where the beak is, like so.
I've tried turning it around now.
Did it work?
No.
No? Okay, we'll have a look when we finish this. So we're just going to do a little bit of detail in there like so. And then we need some sandpaper. So a rougher sandpaper first of all. So we've got our rough shape. Give it a try. Let's have a look. We need... I'll do with a better piece of sandpaper than this one. But this will do. No, you're welcome, Hoshi. Absolutely. You're very welcome. No, any questions or anything you want to know, let us know. It's basically, we're working in hardwood.
I don't want no one knocking down the horse. It's already
We use all different hardwoods, see, so Iroko is just one of many that we use. And what we're doing at the moment, see, is that in the workshop we're focusing on building up stock. So I'm doing a lot of the smaller items I'm trying to get done first, just to try and get more volume of items in here. And then once we've dealt with getting a few more items, then I'll start to add some of the bigger and the more elaborate ones. I managed to get my hands on a little of that wood, and yes, it's very dusty. Yeah, and it can be, you'll get certain pieces of it, they can be quite sort of peppery. So yeah, it just depends on that front, on the piece, and it does depend on how it's been cut. How much describers?
Yeah.
Description. We got a description. Put a little description on what we do. What kind of bits?
How much?
I'm not sure, Sammy. This much.
1,000?
No. Right. So you see, we just take out a little bit for the eye.
Oh, I can't. Wait, I think. Where's the other charger?
A little bit for the eye. I'm honest, I don't know, but I will look for you, mister, as soon as I get a chance. Careful.
I dropped it.
I know. But don't
Let me
worry.
see, does it still work?
Yeah, it'll be fine. There we are. So that's our little robin design. So we got our snowman and we got our robin. So two little carvings like so. And then just to finish off very quickly, the real McCoy. This one is in teak. So the proper stuff. But the Iroko, it's nice. I don't mind Iroko at all. It's a decent timber to work in. But it's not as good as teak. Teak is different level altogether. One of the best ones that we use. So with this one, yeah, same principles. Mark out the stop cuts down into the woods. We want to shape the clapper a little bit, so we've taken it down a little bit, got a bit of depth on it, and then from here we'll now shape it a bit. We've got a few more stop cuts to do as we go along. There we are, just like so. And we'll shape this a little bit the one way, shaping all around the clapper.
Let's see how long.
And shaping this bit. Just like so. Shaping that clapper a little bit more. I know we're carving towards ourselves, but it's just saving me a little bit of time. You shouldn't do it, but I did. I would love to see a video of you guys, how you sharpen, because there's so many old ones from my stepdad, but all of them are blunt. There's a few, I just checked that we haven't lost it's my telephone again has lost signal. Yeah, there's a few videos on the channel. We can do another one. That's no problem. We can do another video showing how but there are a few demonstrations of how we do the sharpening. I just checked. We got no dropouts, which is my telephone's gone funny again. So apologies if I miss any comments. But yeah, so we can do another video showing how we do the sharpening, but there are a few. If you have a look, there's one showing how we use the Tormek, but there's also showing how we use the slipstone. But it's one we can do again because we get asked that a lot. Is the sharpening of the chisels and gouges.
Just to double check, that is oak, isn't it?
You give you a second opinion. Oh yeah, that's oak. You started thinking it was chestnut, didn't you?
Well, it's ever so easy to work.
Yeah. I would say what it is, it's a piece of the furniture oak, I reckon.
Yeah.
Or you look at it there then and you go, oh, that's chestnut, but no, that medullary ray.
I know.
Well, it's one of those things where, you know, we don't always have enough oak, so if it's close enough where we're umming and ahhing about it, then it'll do the job. I'm just checking now as well because it keeps dropping in and out. I think it's my front gear wheel now. Yeah, that's fine. It keeps dropping in and out of the sound. Did you want that one back?
Oh, and you on the other side, I'll finish it off tomorrow now.
Right, so we're just going to do a little bit more on this one, just for you to see how we carve a simple little decoration. And that's a few little items nearly ready for going on sale in the workshop. And that just needs to go a little bit deeper, just splitting a little bit the wood was there. So just go a little bit deeper. There we are. Shape around the outsides. Yeah, no, we'll try and get another video done. We've done a few on sharpening. You can have a check on them, but we're always happy to do any videos that might be useful. We've done it in a few of the live streams as well. Anything that you need that might help, we're more than happy to do. Right, so that just comes in like so. Problem with the server, I'm missing any of the comments coming through because what it is, I keep a track. That's the one thing with the YOLO box that you don't get, is you don't see the comments. So I run on my telephone the comments as they come through, so we can answer anything that you might need to know. But the signal's dropping out. Not great coverage with E at the moment here. Alright, so we just got a little bit of shape on there. And my plan is to get as many of these done ready for people coming in, because they're a popular little Christmas gift. So again, we just shape a little bit more on those bells, shaping both of them. Just like so. And then again, a little bit of sanding. Just to give it a nicer finish, rounding everything off as we go. So we start off with a more abrasive sandpaper, a little bit of a rougher one, and then we go down to up to a higher grit carry on shaping it. And then to finish off this decoration, all we do is to add a little bit of decoration to the bells. So we go 1, 2 and 3, and on the other side we go 1, 2 and 3. There we are. 2 and 3. Just like so. And that's the last of our little items that we make. Nice and simple. So 3 little projects, simple to do. 1, 2, 3. And we can put them all for sale and on display in the workshop. Right, what's your favourite then, Sammy? Which do you like the best? Do you like the robin, snowman, or the bells? Come and see and tell everyone which one you like the best.
Well, I probably like them.
Come and see. Which one?
Snowman?
Which one do you like the best? Big decision this for Sammy.
All.
You like them all? There we are. Success.
Can't choose.
Nice one. There we are. Well, thank you all for joining us. Yeah, great to be back and sharing what we do. Any questions as well, if you're watching on the playback, let us know. We do our best to answer them. I'm off to try and help Sammy sort out his tablets and pack everything away. But yeah, we hope you have a good week. And we always appreciate you giving us a bit of time and being able to share what we do. Thank you all. There we are. What do you want to say to everyone, Sammy?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thanks again.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Whenever you join us again.
Spot on. Great stuff, Sammy.